The greater the obstacle, the more glory in overcoming it. Moliere. Last year I overcame many difficult obstacles, but this off-season I drifted quite a bit. My training wasn't sharp and I got comfortable. And now I'm 14 weeks out from the Sulphur Springs 100K. I'm definitely not where I want to be, and I'm not where I need to be. But this is where I start building it back and surpassing who I was.
Hey guys, it's Nomadic Neil. Thanks for joining me today. Last year when I started running, I set out the goal of running an ultramarathon. And after 9 races and hundreds of hours of training, I really fell short of that goal. My best effort was 35.5 kilometers at the BB Backyard Ultra in my hometown. Now I'm very proud of that result. I was really hoping to do more, but I put a lot of effort into that considering I'd never run before, and I learned a lot. So the goal still stands to do an ultra marathon, and after a very relaxed and loose off season, I'm ready to commit again. And I've signed up for the Sulphur Springs 100 kilometer race, which is now 14 weeks away. So with that in mind, I have a lot of work to do. I'm definitely not where I want to be, and it's going to be a lot of commitment and dedication and pain to get me to where I need to be in 14 weeks to tackle that 100 kilometer challenge. So I want to bring everybody else along for the ride and show you what I'm doing, how my body's changing, what I'm eating, and I want to show the failures too, because it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be a lot of setbacks, and you know what? That's part of accomplishing a goal. So over the next 14 weeks, I want to put out 14 videos chronicling my training routine, my nutrition, how my body's changing, how many kilometers I'm putting in, and culminate each video with my long run for the week. And I want to bring you along for the ride. This is more of me just doing a video diary and using you as my therapist to get through this big challenge that I set myself up for. I'm really excited to share this journey with you. I want each week to be more than just me running out on a trail and some nice scenery, which I'm going to include all of that. I want to start sharing more of a lesson in each one of these videos, things that I've learned, things that could possibly help you. So what happened this week? Well, this being week 1 or my first week back to the program, it was a lot about prep. This week was a lot about just getting things ready. I had to do some moving around in my schedule to make sure that I had the time to run this week, whether that be on the treadmill or outside. So what has it taught me? Well, this week has taught me that without the consistency, the planning, and the scheduling, it's only going to be more and more difficult to get the runs in, to get the amount of training volume in that's required in order to run this 100 kilometer. I completed my long run this week, which was a 2.5 hour time block. With ultra running, we don't, or at least I don't, track kilometers, I track hours ran, and this week my long run was 2 hours and 30 minutes at a moderate pace, so under 137 beats per minute for my heart rate, and that keeps me moving along but not exerting myself to the point that I can't recover the next day. And this was kind of like a huge find for me, coming off of last season and moving into this season, that last season I would just push it. I'd always be in the 155 to 170 beats per minute range. And the extra wear and tear of moving faster on my joints was just really, really difficult to recover from. So this upcoming week, I have 8 or 8.5 hours of training, and it's going to be a fairly heavy week before a deload week in week 3. And I'm looking forward to it. The body feels great, and I just need to get out there and put those miles in. So that being said, I hope that this was entertaining. I hope it was maybe educational. It was definitely cathartic for me to be able to dump into a camera, and I'm really looking forward to this next week. I hope you guys are too. If you have any questions or comments or anything that you'd like me to know or anything that you'd like to hear from me, leave a comment below, and I check all of them, and I'll be able to hopefully include it into the next video. And all right, I hope you guys have a great week of running, and I will see you out there on the trails. And for this week, I'm Nomadic Neil. Thanks a lot.